everybody. This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is Thursday. No, Wednesday. See, I never know what day it is. It is Wednesday, June 5th at 8 p.m. I'm going to try something that I've never done before. Um, I'm going to play some songs live for you in my new grandiose Studio 666. If you see in the far right corner there, see, 666. So also I'm gonna tell some stories about comedy writing because um, I've been approached to do a comedy show. So we'll see about that, and I'll tell you, you know, how a lot of comedians actually sit and write and prepare their jokes. So let's get this started. I will open up the chat lines, open up the channel if anybody wants to come in, because I plan on playing 5 songs. Um, 2 of them are rather new that you've heard. One of them is older, about 2 years old. Another one is a song that I actually wrote when I was in a real band um, back in the early 80s called Blue Zebra. And I don't even know if I've played this song or not before. Um, so we shall see. Oh, hello, Marcia. How are you? Yeah, so we'll see how tonight goes. See if anybody's interested in watching me, play, play real, play live. So we'll see. I'm curious. Some people might be, some people might not care. But as I've said many times, I run this channel because I like to entertain people and have fun with people, and I like to entertain myself, because that's a lot what I do here is I entertain myself. So I'm gonna give it a little wait to see if anybody is gonna come up, wants to come on panel. No, they are terrible with notifications. I mean, because I never get notified for anything. I could win a ticket from the lottery and I wouldn't get notified. So it's just a computer glitch. I guess that's what they call it, when they make a mistake and, oh, it's not our fault. So how are you, Marcia dear? Anything interesting going on, seeing how you're the only one? There's a couple people watching, but you're the only one chatting. So anything interesting going on with you? How do you earn a living? Do I have a job? No, I actually get disability because I've survived cancer 7 times. So I get a disability check. And also, if you're interested, I invest in precious metals and I invest in foreign currency. And you can make decent money doing that if you know how to do it. So there you go, Michael Pratt. I hope that satisfied your question. And before I had cancer, I was a enrolled agent with the IRS. So, and now I'm also a caregiver for somebody with full-time dementia. So I have a lot going on. I do a lot. So no, no, oh no, she hasn't. And um, I've been Rosie's friend for at least 5 years, and no, we've never talked about investing. But you know, it's a good it's a good way to make some extra money, even though you have to pay taxes on it, of course. Oh, hello, Miss Leah. How are you? Because people like that, well, anybody who invests um, in currencies and precious metals is smart enough to know that you have to pay taxes on it. It's not like you're, working for YouTube, oh, not YouTube, one of the driving things, and you drive around and deliver food and you say, oh, I didn't know I had to pay taxes. Yeah, that's why you owe $3,000 at the end of the year, dope. Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, Leah, because you remember when me and Rosie, remember when Coach had his wrestling, how me and Rosie were tag team champions? No, no, it's me and our son. But I'm the sole heir of my investments because they're my investments. Yeah, Leah, I wonder if he's ever going to bring that back. I hope so. Michael, and where did you hear about my channel? And I'm just curious. This is a, music show, and most people that come on the music shows don't talk about investments. The only thing that they invest in is buying the new Taylor Swift OCD. Oh, all right. That's enough of you. No, no, because I'm fun. I'm fine with sharing half with the kid. That's fine because he wants the house, so he can have the house. And I'm really not into sticking anybody after somebody's demise because that's definitely not me. I don't know, Leah. Let's see where this goes. I mean, because I don't mind answering, you know, normal questions. It's when they start, asking stupid shit. So, um, some of the songs, like I said, two of the songs you'll know, they're new ones. The Every Day is Halloween. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the robot song, Give Me Your Luggage, Please. And then there's a song, a couple of years old, Prism. And then there's a song that I did Michael, that's really not important at the moment. That's really, well, first of all, that's nobody's fucking business where I'm gonna go. Yes, oh yes, I was Marcia. Yeah, and and I was a lead singer, and our bass player quit, and so I told my grandmother, says, "Oh, we need a bass player," and so she bought me a bass and said, "Do you know how to play it?" I said, "Nope." And then Mrs. Hopkins, everybody knows Mrs. Hopkins. She, do you remember I did the song, the cover version of Dirty Diana? And I was working on that pretty much after bowling today. It's not going to sound exactly like the cover version I did. It's going to be close because I didn't write down any of the chords. So I had to watch my YouTube video to try to listen and figure it out. So, well, actually, Pansy is one of my character names that I've used since the late 80s, mid 90s. So that's not really even my name. See, because I, I I've actually had things published. I've been on television, in radio commercials, and on television commercials. So, you know, thank you for your concern, Michael, but oh, I'm taken care of. I can take care of myself. So, and if you don't know, I play bass guitar and regular 06 string guitar. And I really don't like telling people, Marcia, but my real name is Barbara. But, if you're smart enough, you probably could have figured that out anyway. Yes. Okay. Yes, Matt. Yes, and that was one of my pseudonyms when I did writing. So that's where you know me from. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I got no problem with sharing that. Nothing I'm ashamed of, because there's a lot of authors and musicians who use pseudonyms. It's like Elvis Costello. Everybody knows him. His real name is Declan McManus. Um, Bob Dylan's real name is Robert Zimmerman. So everybody, just comes up with different names. Oh, so I know, because I know that I was talking to Addie last night. Addie Pickall. Oh, Leah, you know Addie. Marcia, you probably know Addie. She said she was going to come up. Um, I know Easy Street with Jen is gonna come up. See, and You guys remember when I first started playing guitar, how I was in this same room, but it just had boxes and crap and junk all over, and I would just stand it straight. Now I have, you know, room enough for everything. Cool, cool, Leah. Well, that's cool. And okay, and you should have seen the judge oh, like 5 years ago, before I did all of the legal stuff with Cat Daddy, when I changed my last name to Barbarella. So my legal name is Barbara Barbarella. Trying to say that fast 6 times. And Easy Street with Jen knows that because she's seen my license, so she knows. Uh, and Mrs. Hopkins said she was going to come up. Yeah, because I'm usually the one who does my shows and is late. That's what I get for being early. So, Leah, are you working tonight or? Because I know a lot of times you can only watch me when you're at work. Hey, Hot Mess Missy, how are you, dear? Stay for the show because I'm going to play some live music. You get to hear Bimbo Barbarella live. Wow, you're at home for once, huh? And so what do you have to like watch Jesse's 45 cats? Yes, Missy, nice to see you, dear. Haven't seen you in a long time. Good, good. Just taking care of Cat Daddy because his dementia is bad and in full swing. Hello, Mary. Well, thank you. Yeah, I had to, a lot of times I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that gets tiresome after a while. Let me tell you, because sometimes his nurses get here at 8:30. Sometimes I'm able to go back to sleep, but today I couldn't because I had to go bowling. Hello, Miss Rita. How are you? Good, good. I'm glad we're getting some people because because when I play songs, I don't want to play, and I appreciate it. I just don't want to play for 6 people. I want to play for at least 8. So, hello, Sharon. Good. And you're gonna, stay and watch me, butcher some songs because I'm really not gonna play any cover versions of tonight. Well, no, no, I stand corrected. Dirty Diana. That Mrs. Hopkins requested last night. And I said that I went bowling today, and it's the first time that I've been able to bowl in like a month. And if you know anything about bowling, I had a 461 series. That's 3 games, and the total of all 3 games were 461 pins, which it's not fantastic, but It's better than, bowling a 100 every time. Yeah, and I thought Mark was going to be up. Yes, yes, it is. And, I'm so glad Miss Rita not have to wear those hair pieces anymore, especially now where we live here in Florida. That shit would be hot. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Yeah. And to think that not like 3 years ago, I was as bald as Steve Harvey. So I got that going for me. And I just went to Moffitt last week, and I still have some residual cancer that they don't think is really ever going to go away, that it's just going to stay in my blood. And that's what's causing my anemia, because my anemia is pretty bad. They think that it's from the cancer, but the cancer is really not doing anything. It's just floating around there doing nothing. So that's why they want to keep an eye on it, monitor it. And I go like once every 2 months, so that's good. Well, let me see. What songs am I going to play that you can dance to? Okay, because some of you guys will know these songs. Um, Every Day is Halloween. Um, Prism, that's an older one. You might not remember that, but I did that like 2 years ago, I think. And then everybody knows the song Give Me Your Luggage, Please, about, robots, stealing your luggage in airports. And an old one from my previous band called Slippin' from Life. And I don't know if I played it or not because I have like all of the chord notes and stuff like that. Oh, you can't see, but I got notes on everything. So I don't know whether I played it or not. Dancing is my favorite. Yes, I love to dance. And do you guys remember? I think it was like last year or the year before when I did the show about doing the hucklebuck. Do the hucklebuck. Do the hucklebuck. Now you're out of luck. Thank you. It's just a shirt and bike shorts. That's it. Nothing fancy. I don't know. Well, I got 13 people. I don't know. Should I play a song first to start it off? What song would you like to hear? How about the old one that I wrote? Actually, would have been 1985. I wrote this song. Okay, okay. You can go. Okay, yeah. So let's get rid of this person here because she's an ass. Yeah, and those pictures of me being a sissy on X was just more of the characters that I portray. And if people are, like too stupid to realize when people are just like playing and acting and, doing something like that, then you're a moron. No, I know. Yeah, because I blocked them. Yeah, so they're gone. I mean, because, you know, I love to pretend to be different people, different things. So, why don't I start off playing a song called Slippin' from Life? And I wasn't going to use the drum machine, but I decided to do this too short, and I'll just go without the drum machine. And now when I play the sixth string, I can sit and play. When I play my bass, because it's so much bigger, I can't. So, oh, hello, Kathy. How are you? Hello, Miss Kathy. And she's a friend of mine who bowls, and her husband Vic was bowling today, and I don't know how good Vic did. I really don't. Okay, and now do me a favor. Just tell me if this sounds too loud. Does that sound too loud? Because this is the first time that I'm doing this. So this is all new to me, all figuring out how to do it and all that. Okay, yeah, because some of you might remember her husband Vic sometimes coming up on panel. Some of you might remember when he did it. Okay, so how does this sound? Okay. Oh, and guess what Kathy did? Oh no. Oh, it is Zagnut here. Is gonna watch me play guitar. And if you remember Zagnut, she was in our Christmas show, and she was in my favorite in one of my songs called House of Cats. Okay, so here we go. This is called Slipping from Life. And this song is old. So here we go. I don't know what life means to me anymore. As soon as I wait, no, I don't like that tone. I don't know what life means to me anymore. As soon as I start walking, my foot slammed in the door. Oh God, you know it's so hard to do what you feel you must. The light burns out, the fire dies, dreams are now cobwebs and dust. Wait, I don't like the way that sounds. Let me start that again, just because I didn't like the way that it sounded. I don't know what life means to me anymore. As soon as I start walking, my foot slammed in the door. Oh God, you know it's so hard to do what you feel you must. The light burns out, the fire dies, dreams are now cobwebs and dust. I'm slipping from life, I'm just slipping away. I'm slipping from life, and I slip some every day. I remember all my dreams and the promises we made. My love for you was stronger than the spray from a stormy wave. And if mothers are always suffering, then I guess I'm mutter out me and watch my emotions blow in the wind like leaves from tree to tree. The hell? Well, that's a terrible start to trying to do this. Well, sorry that got off to a bad start. did it again. Jeez. It's not plugged in. That's why. That's why it sounded like crap, because I used it a couple of days ago, and it can unplug, and you can move it, and I forgot to plug it back in. So, and this should make it sound better too. So, here we go. So let's try this again, because this should make it sound better. Stupid thing. Oh, this is why I can never be a professional musician. I don't know what life means to me anymore. As soon as I start walking, my foot slammed in the door. Oh God, you know it's so hard to do what you feel you must. The light burns out, the fire dies, we climb out of dust. I'm slipping from life, I'm just slipping away. I'm slipping from life, and I slip some every day. I remember all the dreams and the promises we made. My love for you was stronger than the spray from a stormy wave. And if martyrs are always suffering, then I guess I'll martyr out me and watch my emotions blow in the wind like leaves from tree to tree. I'm slipping from life, I'm just slipping away. I'm slipping from life, and I slip more every day. I'm slipping from life. one sounded better now that the amp was plugged in. Yikes. Sorry about that. A very inauspicious start. So it can only get better from there, as they say. So who came up while I missed? Okay, Suzanne. Um, Hello, Mr. Kropka. How are you? Oh, what'd you say there, Zagna? And my friend Suzanne Zagnut now lives um, probably 15 minutes walking distance from me now. Okay, so like I said, this is the first time I'm trying this, so it's going to have, some technical issues or idiot issues, like me not plugging in the amp. I bet your Kropka never has that problem. Because he's a real musician. I'm just an idiot with a bunch of guitars and a drum machine. So, like I said, I have a couple more songs that I want to play. And that song, like I said before, was written in 1986 for the original Blue Zebra Band. And now here's a song that some of you might remember. Rita, yeah, I pretty much am. But yes, I am self-taught. Well, actually, Suzanne, because I know I told you that my mother was a fantastic, keyboardist. She could listen to a song, have never heard it before, and play it back note by note. Had never heard the song, and she could play it note for note. Okay, so this is the next one that I'll do on the 6th string, and then I'll do the next two on the bass, which I am a better bass guitar player than I am a regular guitar player. I will say that. This one you may remember, it's a couple of years old. It was written about a friend that me and Miss Easy Street with Jen knows. It's a friend of hers, and her name is Prism. And here's Prism's song. Prism, what makes you tick? Prism, some people say you're sick. I think you're just confused with a brain you've never used, and you wear those too tight shoes. Oh, Prism, you need to shape up quick. Prism, your battle rage is on. Prism, wrong. What makes you tick? Prism. Some people say you're thick. Just try to straighten out and don't all lay about. Your emotions are in a drought. Oh, Prism, you're like a flame with no wick. I don't know if any of you remember that, but that is for one of Jennifer Ann's friends, Prism. Yes, okay, Hot Mess Missy. Yes, nice to see you, my friend. You know, you are always welcome. Yes, Missy. Yes, yeah. Well, and and I think she's doing a lot of work too. Oh, and like I was saying, um, there's a friend of mine on Twitter, and she's a professional comedian, and she's based out of Canada. Her name is Al Val. And I highly suggest that you check her out because she is very, very, very funny. And I've actually done stand-up comedian, stuff too, amongst my other failures in life. Um, and a lot of people think that comedians just sit around writing down jokes in books. Very few do. Most comedians get their material from real life, from seeing real life things. And I'm going to tell a couple of funny stories that I think that are all 100% true. I am not making any of these up. And just, they're so funny that a comedian couldn't even think of this shit. Okay. Um, there's one time I was in a food store, and I'm fairly tan. Well, I was born in Florida, lived in Florida most of my life. So, and I was, just out shopping, and um, some girl, I guess, like from Kansas or Nebraska, um, came up and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe how tan you are." And she was as white as this paper. And so I said, "Well, yeah, I live in Florida. I'm always tan." And she says, "Oh, well, I don't know her name exactly. Oh, well, my name is Mary Beth, and I'm from Kansas." And I looked at Mary Beth from Kansas, and I simply said, "So?" And I turned my head and walked away. And I looked back, and Mary Beth from Kansas was just still standing there with like this sad look on her face, like, oh my God, I talked to one person in Florida and they were mean. And I, and I just thought that that was so funny. Oh, my name is Mary Beth. I'm from Kansas. So, and then, and then at the same food store, when I was going through my full-blown cancer, that was 2020. I was in line. Um, I actually had a colostomy bag. My cancer was that bad because of what they had to do, and I'm not going to go into that. But um, so I was, talking to my friend who was the cashier, and she had survived cancer. So we were talking about cancer, and there was some kid about, say, 21, 22, standing behind me, and he overheard a conversation, and he says, "Oh my God, oh my God, you've got cancer, you've got cancer." And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, and I better not touch it or you'll get it." And the kid went totally ballistic, spastic. Ah, 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 ah. And he ran down like four registers. And the lady behind him started laughing. I, of course, was laughing. My cashier friend was laughing. And anybody else who heard or witnessed, what a moron. Yeah, and I'll touch you and you'll get it too. And the story of that is the coup de grace. And there's a lot more, but this one is probably one of the funniest things that has happened to me in several years. I'm gonna have to put my guitar down because I don't want to while I'm telling the story. Uh, okay, now where you live, you may have like Sam's Clubs or BJ's Warehouse or Costco or something like that. And, it's cheap prices and some of the stuff is good, some of the stuff is crap. And I'm standing in line. Ahead of me is a lady in a um, power wheelchair. And in front of her is some young kid, probably late teens, maybe 20, with his mother. And so this kid in line vomits. He's just standing in line and he vomits. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that's gross. So he did it again. And it wasn't a lot, but it was enough to get on the floor and you could hear it. And so nobody said anything until the lady in the power wheelchair pulled up. And then she saw that she had rolled in vomit. And she was screaming at the top of her lungs, "I'm in vomit! I'm in vomit! I'm in vomit!" Okay, she's not standing in the vomit. She's in a wheelchair. Her wheels are in vomit. "I'm in vomit! I'm in vomit! I'm in..." And this went on and on until like the manager came over and says, "Man, what's the matter?" And says, "Ah, there's vomit. I'm in vomit." And so the manager looks and says, "Oh, okay, well, I better, get the maintenance guy." And so, and so the maintenance guy comes over with a bucket, and he, takes the mop out of the bucket and starts attempting to clean the vomit. But he had forgot to put water in the bucket. So he was just spreading the vomit around more on the floor. And he goes, I'm in vomit. I'm still in vomit. And by now, there's got to be like four aisles that are just listening to this, because this is something that you would see in a skit somewhere. I'm in vomit. And just the shrillness of her voice was making it that much funnier. I'm in vomit. I mean, you're in a, you know, um, scooter wheelchair. I'm sure you've had worse things happen to you than roll through vomit. I'm in vomit. And so the maintenance guy says, oh, well, let me come back and get some water. And I'm thinking, oh, Jesus Christ. And so this went on for a good 10 minutes because the lady in the wheelchair, she would not move forward or back. And the guy's trying to mop up the vomit, and she's not moving. She's just screaming, I'm in vomit. And of course, I did not have my camera, and I'm looking for it because this would have been a fantastic story. I had left it in the goddamn van. And I've told this story before, and maybe you've heard it before, but it has to be one of the funniest things that I have ever seen in my entire life as a human on your planet. Romney, okay, what does Bimbo say when she turns on YouTube? I'm in vomit. Or, oh my God, my guitar sounds like vomit. I can't believe that I was playing the thing and that's why the amp sounded so bad. Why it kept going in and out because it wasn't plugged in. You don't see professionals make that mistake. Drifter, I don't know. You know what? Hello, Mama Mary. I know I've missed a couple of people because that vomit story just takes forever. And, still to this day, I just say, I'm in vomit. And I'll just start laughing. What I should do is just walk around stores and just screaming that at the top of my lungs for no reason. I'm in vomit. And see what people say and see if they look at me weird. Which, they look at me weird anyway. But if I'm screaming, I'm in vomit. Oh, that can only help. Yes, okay, Mama Mary, and those three stories are absolutely true. And like I was going to say, that's where comedians get a lot of their material just from everyday life. And before that, a couple of years ago, I was on the roof, cleaning leaves off the roof. So, and this is true, I'm not making this up, I fell off the roof onto the ground. And so I'm laying there, I'm not hurt, but I didn't feel good. I didn't break anything, I wasn't hurt. And so this is when Al had his full faculties, and he says, did you fall off the roof? And I said, no, I tried, I think I said something, no, I tried parachuting, but the parachute didn't open. Something to that effect. And see, when he had all his faculties, he was really funny. He would just come up with some of the funniest things. He was okay, yeah, okay, yeah, because Suzanne remembers when he was, a different a person, and even Easy Street with Jen. Oh, she met him the first time, and hate to say it, and I don't want to sound mean, but he's nothing like that now, unfortunately. So let me see. So we did Slipping from Life. We did Prism, and now we have two songs here that are rather new. So I'm sure you've heard these before. And when I play them, I've got to play them on the bass because I can't sit and play the bass because it's too big. The first one is called Every Day is Halloween. I'm sure you've heard this one. Okay, Every Day is Halloween. And like I said, it has a drum thing, but I don't feel like messing with that. So I'm not gonna. Well, I live with snakes and lizards and other things. Tarot cards, crucifixes, magic rings. Anytime, any place where I go, all the people seem to stop and stare. They say, why are you dressed like Halloween? You look so absurd. You look so obscene. Why can't I live a life for me? Do I dress this way to frighten you? I dress this way to keep them at bay. 'Cause every day is Halloween. 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 Why can't I live a life for me? Do I dress this way to frighten you? I dress this way to keep them at bay. 'Cause Halloween is every day. Every day. Every day. Halloween is every day. Halloween is every day. Halloween is every day. Halloween is every sure you guys remember that. And see how they sound out different when I don't use the drums. And I'm waiting for Martha Hopkins to come up because she wanted me to do Dirty Diana, the cover of that I made, and I play that on the keyboard. I'm certainly not as skilled as Kropka is, but Leah, thank you, Leah. I'm glad that I could help. I feel that I've done my job. So, does anybody remember when I did Dirty Diana? Do you remember when I did that song? I don't know. Mrs. Hopkins said, I want to hear it. Oh, no, Suzanne, no. Yeah, and I forgot to tell them about the time that I fell onto the porcupine. Yeah, oh, yeah, because you know that. Yeah, okay, yeah, because Suzanne remembers the time that I fell onto a porcupine. So, yeah, yeah, Teenage Lobotomy by the Ramones. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Okay, so honestly, who wants to hear me give Dirty Diana a try? And I'm sure once you hear it, you'll remember it. My version of it. Let me just get three people to say yes, they want to hear it, and I will torture the rest of you with it. Okay, Ronnie. Okay, the first story was I am very tan because I live in Florida, and I was in a food store, and some girl who was as white as this piece of paper. She was very nice, very pleasant. She says, "Wow, oh my God, you're really tan. You're really dark." And I says, "Well, yeah, I live in Florida." And she says, "Oh, hi. Well, well, my name is Beverly, and I'm from Kansas." And I looked at Beverly from Kansas, and I simply said, "So?" And I turned and walked away. About 10 seconds later, I turned and looked back, and she was still standing there with the distraught look on her face, like I her, ruined her life and, ruined her entire Florida vacation because somebody was mean to her. And, I really, Beverly, I really didn't care that you were from Kansas, that you were from Kansas. I really did not care. So, nobody wants to hear Dirty Diana. Okay, you don't know what you're missing. You're going to have to watch it on my program because the last song I'm going to play then is something that is a big thread going on in the world right now, and it's serious, and it's major problem going on in the world's airports right now. It's a major threat. And again, I'm not going to do the drums just because I don't feel like programming them. You know what? I decided I will do Dirty Diana just because everybody needs a little bit of torture in their life. And you think that poor little Beverly from Kansas had it hard when I told her so. But it's not exactly like the original because I couldn't get the bridge down correctly. Okay? So here we are, and poor Michael Jackson is rolling over in his grave. Ready? Dirty Diana. And again, please give me a break for not being prepared because this is my first time trying this. And I can only get better. I can't get worse. So here we go, Dirty Diana. You'll never make me stay, so keep your hands off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see. I used to do certain man, this time you won't seduce me. I said, that's okay, oh honey, do what you please. I have the stuff that you want, I am the shit that you need. She looked me deep in the eye, turned to in a star. She said there's no turning back, you love my hearts. Dirty Diana, no, no, Dirty Diana, no, no, Dirty Diana, no, Dirty Diana, no. She said, that's okay. Hey baby, do what you please. I am the stuff that you want. I am the shit that you need. She looked me deep in the eyes. Now I lost my place. Forget it. I wasn't real happy with doing that anyway. So, but this one you will recognize, guaranteed. Well, I'm flew from my state. Well, I'm flew from the state lane at YYZ. I bollocks that up too. Well, I flew in from the state lane at YYZ. Headed, and I'm not even close to singing that right. Never mind. I probably should have practiced a little, you think? Well, like I said, it was the first time, and I'll get better because I'll practice. I only really decided to do this last night, and a lot of these things I have to remember, just by remembering them. You know what? Let me play another old one for you from my original band. And we were called Blue Zebra, and we actually did have not a recording contract, but we actually did produce some CDs. No, not CDs. Cassettes that we sold. The name of this song is called Spread 'em. I know a girl whose name is Jen. Oh, she wears tight leather 'cause she is sort of thin. So I went up to Dynamite Jen and I said, spread 'em. I said, spread 'em. I know a girl named Jo, and she has great big knockers and a giant can. So I went up to Joanne and I said, spread 'em, spread 'em. I know a girl named Janet. I bet my whole fucking pay another planet. So I went up to horrible Janet and I said, forget it, you'll never get it, I won't regret it. And remember that since 1986. That's so. I guess I'm gonna call it a night. Want to thank everybody who took the time to watch me kind of make an ass out of myself, but you know, all you can do is try. And the worst thing is when somebody who can't pick up a guitar or sit down in front of a keyboard and say, "Oh man, you suck as a musician." I says, "Well, can you do better?" "No, I don't play music." Then you want to say, "Then shut the fuck up." You know, yeah, I know I'm not that good, but I try, I have fun, and that's pretty much it. So, um, tomorrow, Easy Street with Jen is going to bring back her, I think it's called Flapdoodle game, where it's sort of like a dictionary word game, and that's always a lot of fun. Um, Next Friday on the College of Rock Knowledge, me and the professors are going to do the top Billboard songs from, I think, 1970 to 1979. I've got it written down somewhere. So that should be good. And next week I'm getting dentures put in because I've told you before that I have very bad teeth and people have made comments about my teeth. And you know what? They fell out from chemotherapy, so thank you very much for your support for that. Ass. So, want to thank everybody for coming up. Hope you had a good time. I know I did, and I tried, so that's all I can do. And I will see some of you maybe tomorrow. All right. Bye bye.